Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Broston County with a very empty corner right there. That needs a tree. I'll never be able to find that corner again, though, once I do this. So, do that. There we go. Yeah, that's the button. So, after last week's video, I thought it'll take half an hour for these to all... I haven't added anything, by the way, but they had enough entertainment value to get to level 4, all of them. On there. Though I know I take it back. I did add something over the nature reserve, and we'll look at that. But they've all got up to level 4. They've got enough visitors in these two to go ahead and get to level 5 once we get the entertainment. Nature reserve, not so much, but it's getting there. Wow, 666. Yeah. That was my demonic sound, which sounded like a screechy screen door. Anyways, I added in a couple more tent camping sites, 3 back here, and then I did just a little plain old camping site with a fallen tree in the middle of it. And that's it. That's all I did over here. That was just enough to get it up and over where it needed to be so that it could hit a level 4. And that's it. I've done nothing else since last time. So today we are going to get started on getting these 2 parks over here to level 5, which should just be a matter of adding in just a few things, and then we'll be ready to go. So we have unlocked, let's see, the teacups we had. Let's get the swinging boat in, and let's put it over here. You know, swinging boat, not a rough ride at all, so it can kind of be over here by the family area. I think that would be fine. That would be good there. And then we've got some bumper cars. We can maybe put it in, or put them in right here, trying to leave enough room for that path. And is that enough for 5? Not yet. Oh yes, haunted house I want to do something kind of special with. But first I need to find this. Yeah. Oh, that's way bigger than I thought it was. Ooh, that's much, much bigger than I thought it was going to be. Okay. I was hoping to just get, like, the tombstones out of it, and that's it. Because I thought it'd be kind of cool if, like, the haunted house was, like, its own attraction out here in, like, a cemetery. I don't know. It just seems cool to me. Just to kind of dress it up a little bit more than what we normally see. But of course, now it's going to say space already occupied. But what if I turn on anarchy? I'm going to put it there, and then I'm going to grab it with move it. And I love this. Hey, we're at level 5. Cool. I love this asset. We're going to spin it around. And then we're going to run the path. It doesn't quite line up right. That's disappointing. But we're still going to run a path over here too. That should get it. And then let's see if we can't do something with the cemetery to make it work. I think I know what we can do here. So let's grab that. Hold down Alt. And spin it, not move it. I think I can make this work. Like if I put this fence, this stone fence, right back here. Oh, I like that it actually has some stuff happening out there at the street level as well. I mean yeah, there's some tombstones. I wonder, does Bob work on these type of assets? Oh, it does. No props found, it says. Bush, tree. Yeah, okay. I wish I could just find the tombstone. Maybe that's what it's called. Maybe it's tombstone? I'm trying to control F as if this is like Chrome or something. Tombstone? No. Headstone? I was really hoping these were all each individual little assets that I could grab. Can we live with that? Can we? I think we can. Maybe if I, like, grab it and bump it over so those tombstones aren't, like, in the walkway. Yeah, now you're, like, walking in a path between tombstones. That works. That works. Bit of a cheerful walkway to get there, but whatever. And that kind of sets it off over there by itself. Also kind of advertises to the people in the parking lot, hey, can I visit the haunted house? So I dig it. That'll work. That'll work just fine for me. All right, so we need to find the middle here so that we can extend up here out. Let's get that done. So this is, let's turn this back on. I'll bring that to here. So it's 180, so 90 would be the middle, but there is no 90, is there? No, there's only 80. So let's do this. This is gonna not want to cooperate. I'm gonna do that, and then we're going to go ahead and extend the pier out. But to do that, yeah, good. That's what I wanted. I'm just gonna run this out, and that'll give me some land, and then we can delete that because we don't want that. I deleted a bit more than I needed to, but that's okay. We can put it back. Let's turn anarchy back off, and just get that right back in there, and then run this into right there. Connect that there. Bring it. Oh, this is really being finicky. There, that is how I want that connected. We are going to fix the key wall. So for now, I'm just going to delete a couple bits of it. We're going to get some flooding. It's going to happen. And we'll just have to live with it for now. So we are at level 5. So that means everything that I want to put out here is now unlocked. I want to get the Ferris wheel, the roller coaster, and maybe even the drop tower out here. I'm not sure. I want this to where when they go over the drop, they're looking at the ocean. Yeah, that's perfect. That is exactly what I wanted. And I want it to still be fairly close to the shore here. Basically, like right here. Cool. Yeah, lots of flooding. Maybe I should have paused to do this, but, well, we're in it now, so let's just let it flood, and we will deal with consequences, which will probably be quite severe. That's all right. There we go. Get all of that down there. It still looks like that's raising up in the middle. Oh, I didn't select the node. That's why. I selected the segment. There we go. Now that's nice and flat. And then down here on the end, I want Ferris wheel. And I want to leave a bit of space. So I'm going to go, actually, probably to where it was. Like, maybe to there. And then we're going to come over. Wow. That's quite the statement that we're making there. But that's okay. All fixable. I don't know why it decided that needed to be so high up in the air. We have mods. And there we go. Cool. So then that is where our friend the Ferris wheel is going to go, because I don't know about you, but I think a Ferris wheel out over the water, or looking out over the water's edge, is just freaking cool. So it's going to freak out, but with anarchy turned on, we can get it to cooperate. Still some weirdness happening with train heights and things like that, and that's just going to continue until we finish this. So then I would like to get all of these thrill rides out here. I just think they would look good at the water's edge. Let's get this. Oh, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Let's get this in here, and then this kind of halfway through. And then now I know how big my pier needs to be. And that's why I did it this way, by using Move It and Anarchy. Just so we could know up front how big I need everything to be and where the key wall needs to stop and all of that good stuff. So now we'll put the key wall back in. We turn anarchy back off. Bring the key wall. Oh, gotta have anarchy on because of how that's gonna want to work. And I've got to kind of eyeball this one unless I can't hit page up. I think that's about where we need it to be. If not, we can try again. So that should be fine. The segment's backwards right now, but that's an easy problem to fix. And then over here, just want to bring it, probably should go ahead and bring it out straight right here. Yeah, I think that would be about, it looks the same anyway. Okay, that might be a little close on the Ferris wheel. We'll see. And grab these guys. I know this is an awful lot of work just for an amusement park, but I kind of wanted it to be out on the pier. We're a little farther this way, I guess, than we are on this side. Yeah, I want to fix that. So we will bring this in just a little bit closer here, like to about there-ish, and then across. And I think that will be a little bit better. I'm pretty sure that node's already at the right height, but just to be safe. Actually, I probably am right about where I was a minute ago. Oh well. We'll roll with it. We'll just be happy with it. So I need to invert that segment and that segment. Oh, that segment was already going the right way. That segment won't revert. Or reverse. Revert, segment, revert. What was that? Oh yeah, I forgot there was a fence from Railroads of Japan. I need this tool so that we can come in here and flatten this area out. Right here on our brand new flooded pier. Still some strangeness happening, but I think that's more about this inverted segment than anything else. So now we should be able to flip that around and everything should look just fine. Yeah? Yeah. That's fantastic. And I like our little amusement park. And that's it. That's the whole amusement park. I'll see if there's anything else, any other assets that we haven't used. We've got bumper cars, we've got the haunted house. We don't have the log ride yet. We do need a log ride. Maybe the log ride should go up here and I can put the swinging boat like over here by the water. Cannot build on water, I beg to differ. I think the log ride would be a nice attraction to have kind of near the entrance. Because it's, one, a nice big wall that kind of creates a bit of separation from all of that area. Plus, you can see part of it here on the back. I know it totally doesn't fit in with like landscape or anything like that, but it's all right. So, Hillside Experience now has an entertainment value of 3606 with an attractiveness of 1800. Takes up 1300 cells. I really like the haunted house. We may connect the zoo and the amusement park over here. I haven't quite made up my mind on that, but I do like the pier. I think it's a nice look. We'll probably want to run a fence around it. I mean, people aren't going to be able to get in there anyway, so it's not like it's a huge deal, but I still think a fence around the edge would just kind of make it feel set apart. But I dig it. I hope you dig it too. Let's get a good view of this light from this direction. I just want to see. I just want to make sure this is how I want it to be by getting some good views, and I think it is. I mean, look, you get a beautiful view from the Ferris wheel on the spinny pendulum ride. You get a good view. You get a good view from the drop tower, and as you go up, as a matter of fact, there they go in the roller coaster. You get a nice view there as well of all the water. So I think it's pretty fantastic. And then the more family-friendly stuff is back here on land, you know, safe. And then we've got the log ride, which I don't see. Oh, there they are. I really wish you could click on these and follow them and go first person like in Planet Coaster. That would be awesome. Cool, let's work on a zoo. Actually, before we work on the zoo, I do want to get a fence in here. I just want to kind of get this place capped off. We will leave the detailing for another time like I always do. Because, you know, I can't be bothered right now. So let's run that to there and... Oh, come on. That's going to want to not cooperate with me. It's going downhill as well. I want it to go right there. Alright, so what if I turn off everything but angle? There we go. And then run that back. Is that a little too close there? No, I think that's a good gap. Ooh, that is going to be difficult on this end. But I think we've got it. And then I want to go right to the edge of the roller coaster. I'm calling that good enough. It's a bit of a gap, but I can live with it. And then down here, I just want to go right up to the haunted house because there's enough of a fence there. We can just pretend that that's fine. And then I don't think we need a fence down on the other end. I think that's good. I like it. I dig it. I'm very, very happy with it. And I hope you are too. So that is one of our amusement parks, or parks, finished. I've turned off excuse me. I've turned off advertisement campaign. We don't have main park. We've turned off advertisement campaign over here as well. Basically, the only park we're advertising is this one because we really want that number right there to say 10,000 so that I can finally finish that and try to get those hotels all upgraded. So, what do we have in the zoo? And the answer is we have everything except rhino enclosure and lion enclosure. So we do have some cool stuff that we can work with. We've already got that in. We don't have this. So let's plop down what we need to work with. Let's put them all way back here. So we've got that, and then the elephant enclosure zoo. So is the flamingo enclosure. I want that kind of up here by the water. There we go, 5 stars. Elephant. Sorry for the rough edits there. I keep coughing, and it's really annoying. Let's maybe bring this in a little more over here. No, let's leave some space. Drafts. Monkey Palace, I'm going to hold off on for now. Actually, I'll go ahead and put it down, but I want to know where I want it to go. And then we've got rhinos, and we've got lions and tigers. No, okay, we don't have lions, tigers. Okay, so that's everything now, right? Did I get a giraffe enclosure? That's right, yeah, okay, cool. So over this direction, I want to have a second zoo entrance. I think we can do something cool over here. That's the one I want, and I want it fairly centered. If it's not perfect, I'm okay with that. There we go. And then over here, I would like to come out of that view, please. Thanks. And then I just want to see what we did there. 80. Let's turn anarchy back off. So we came out 80. Let's go ahead and turn on our grid and our road length. And then we'll bring this out. This way, this is just a temporary thing. We're going to kind of recreate what we had, but not exactly. This is going to be a little bit bigger, and I'm hoping that what I want to do is going to work. Yes, I did just immediately delete that path, and so I can draw it back in. So 40 is basically right to its edge, so 80 is what I want. And then going back, it's 80, so I want to go 2 past that, 120. So we want to go 80 this way, 120 that way, and like that. Because what I'm hoping is that I can use move it. That doesn't have a grid, but if we just use move it, that this will be happy sitting a little bit off there, and it is. That's awesome, because I want to bring in our big monkey palace right here. And again, it's all about sight lines. You know, you've got that lovely view to a nice bit of architecture just straight through there. And that's what I'm going for. And then I want, there it is, this other little building. Oh, that's not as small as I thought. Okay, so we're going to bump it up just a smidge like that. Because I do want a connection over here. And I don't want it to be straight. I want to actually freeform for just a bit, and then I will turn just road guidelines back on, and we'll make a nice little curve into there. Cool. And then we're gonna just start bringing in these guys. I want the flamingos to be kind of close to down here. Close to the water. Flamingos would want to live close to the water. So let me think about placement on all of this and how exactly I want to accomplish this. So if we have the flamingos kind of down here, let's get them to snap to something. Maybe. Can I get them to snap to that? No, I cannot. Okay, so let's hit escape. Because it's pretty close to being lined up right with the key wall. So let's spin that around. And so this has a path that goes through it and all around. No, the path does not go through it. Okay, cool. So we're going to move that now over closer. Well, really, you're not going to... Fine. I don't want it to rotate. I want it to stay pretty flat. There we go. Cool. So we're going to bring those guys up that way. We got lions, rhinos, giraffes, and elephants. Let's get all those in kind of back here so that we can make a path from down here over to here and up and behind here. So how about we do our giraffes and turn it this way. Kind of line it up with this. Let's get it right next to it so I can see what I'm doing. I just want one more pixel twist. There we go. Actually, nah, I think it was better where it was. So we'll put our giraffes, we'll give it a little bit of separation there, and I think that'll be fine. So we'll do our giraffes, and then I think right across from the giraffes, we'll do our elephants. So we need to move the rhinos temporarily. And then, again, I want to kind of look at the asset. So we really only have visitor area there. No, I guess they're both kind of visitor areas. Is that... yeah. We don't really have a staff entrance. Again, I'm trying to just think about the animals and giving them a feeling of privacy and seclusion. So if I bring it in like this, we could connect a path around back and around front and still give them the sides where they've got a little bit that they can go for some retreat. So that'll work. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then that's probably going to be about the edge there. We'll bring our lions in right about here. But again, let's look at the asset. Boy, they don't have any privacy at all, except for that little building right there. So we'll spin this around so that that's the farthest thing out. And we'll bring that in right down here by the water. That's a good spot. And then our flamingos can probably stay where they are. And then that just leaves the rhinos, which we're going to bring a path off over this way, connect down here. That's going to come down here to grab this, which that now has power. So all those, okay, those all conducted power. Cool. So we just need to get some water into here. So we'll come up under this and then go under here and go under here. And we'll just go straight through like that for that one. And for here, we'll just go straight through like that for that one. And then I think everybody else has water. Yeah, it's just paths that we lack. So cool, let's get some path connections made and get the zoo finished up. So we are going to run a bit of a path back here. So let's actually not use move it. Let's grab this, place it there, just so I know it's lined up. Now hold down. Actually, I don't have to hold down Alt if I do that. Oh, I do. Okay, never mind. I still have to hold Alt when I'm rotating. Did not know that. So cool, and then we'll bump that back just a skosh. right there so we can have this path come mostly straight out. And then we'll bring this up if we need to. Looks like we'll need to bring it up just a little bit just to get it right on that path. There we go. And then back here going to be a little trickier because we've only got a little space here to work with. But I think we can do a good job here. So I'm going to leave just angle on and get the straight road and go right here. And then I'm hoping to get a curve into there. Yeah, that works. Cool. So now you can go from like the North American exhibit over into the African exhibit fairly simply. I don't exactly love this connection right here, but I'll deal with it. And then here, this section, I'm not sure how I want to get it connected, except man, that'd be one heck of a long jaunt over to that way to get back in. So that may just be kind of like a point where it ends. Because as it is, I mean, the elephants will have some bit of privacy over here. If I run a path right along that, we lose that. But I think I kind of don't have a choice. I think we need to have that path come back around. Yeah. Sorry, elephants. I tried. I tried. I failed, but I tried. I did try. Gave it my best. I am apologizing to video game elephants. What won't I apologize to? So here, I just want to grab this road guideline and see if I can get away with that. I can. Good. And then straight up to there. And that's not going to stay there, or is it? I think it will, actually. And then just trying to think of where I want all of these paths to go. Because we've got this down the middle, and I think I'd rather have that be where I want to have that going. So let's see if I can't line this up a little bit better. Or even at an angle. We can have it like kind of do a thing here. Now let's have it do a thing here. Let's do this. So instead of coming directly off of here down to here, instead we're going to go like that, and then we're going to bring this down to here. No, that's not what I want to do. That's still not what I want to do, and that's not what I want to do. So let's curve this part of the way up, and then we'll fix this nastiness here in a minute. Actually, let's fix it now so I can see what I'm doing. Boop, there we go. And now let's see here. Let's use our freeform tool just to get that going straight and then into there, and that makes a nice little cut through. And then we can always connect here as well. That's fine. And then all we need to do is get these guys in here, and I think I just want to move them a little bit closer over. Like to about there. Yeah, I don't think we're going to connect the zoo and the amusement park. I think we'll just leave it alone, put some trees there. I mean, it'd be cool to have both, but how many, let's face it, how many zoos have an amusement park and vice versa? I've never seen one. I've seen amusement parks have, you know, animal showcases, and they're usually very sad. But I've never seen like a full-on zoo in an amusement park, and I've never seen a full-on amusement park in a zoo. I'm pretty happy with that layout. I mean, it's got everything. It occupies a good amount of land. We'll be able to have justification for having lots and lots and lots and lots of trees in here now. So I'm thinking we've done good work here today, friends. We have two beautiful, beautiful parks. Neither one of them making any money. But that'll change once we can turn an advertisement campaign back on for these two. So this one's losing, you know, $2,400. This one's actually only losing just under 100, so that's not too bad. How are you? Have you gotten up to 10,000 yet? You haven't. That's just going to take a while. But we can still do some work here because we have unlocked a couple other assets one of which I think is going to help us quite a bit. So let's look and see. 25 out of 25 there, and there, and there. So we don't really need to worry about anything in those areas, or that one. That one could use some love. That one could use some love. That one could definitely use some love. So what I'm thinking is on some of these, coming in here with like these fishing piers and seeing if that doesn't help. A little. Very, very little. Yikes. Okay, that's all right because I also want to bring in some of our towers here to look out over the water. And that takes that from 5 to 6. Wow. But it was enough to get our popularity rating up to where we now have 5 guests staying there. And that's, you know, if we don't get to 100% popularity, whatever, because we're still making the 222 a week off of it by getting 5 guests in it. So that's my goal here, is to get 5 guests in every one of these, so that Destin's area over here is making as much money as possible. So that one's at 5. So it looks like if we can get it above 80%, we're good. So we've only really got this one right here, yeah? Yeah, cool. Awesome. So maybe we're not going to have to worry as much about getting this upgraded. Let's see if we can't just give them their own big old fishing cabin right there. And if that doesn't take care of it for us, let's see. Is that going to get us up to 83? Yep, and 5 guests. Awesome. Cool. I know that's probably a couple fishing piers too many. But whatever. We got the nice lookout tower, and I kind of dig it because it lets you look out over the lake and everything and up to the hills. We could put in some observation decks that go out to the water, I suppose. But again, let's not spend more money on this park than we have to. The whole point of it was to see if one of the park DLC's parks could help out hotels with sightseeing, and it does. And we've answered that question, and we've got them all now with 5 guests staying in each and every one of them. So we have maximized our profit over here, which is awesome. I will still add some other things to the area, or Dustin can finish this out once it reaches 10,000 people. One of us will get it finished. But I think that's good. I'll probably wind up replacing that with a rock climbing, just to make it feel a little bit more cohesive. But yeah, I'm digging it. I am very happy with it. I know we haven't done like a lot of city building. We've done just amenity building. And I know that we still have a lot of detailing to do. We will get to detailing. I just tend to run my mouth for too long and make the video too long and never have enough time for detailing. So cool, you're making money now. And you're not, but that's okay. With 2 entrances, I think it should eventually bring in some cash. What I'm partly worried about is we're going to get visitors to the zoo that are walking along the pier and able to just get on this path. And so we're going to wind up with people getting into the zoo without paying. It's just kind of the unfortunate side effect of having the pier right here. The only thing I could do would be to end the pier here and let this go back to just natural land, which is always an option. Or maybe actually have it end like here before it gets to this building. But I love this asset. Like if you go underwater, you can see the animals, and it's just really freaking cool. A stingray, big old sperm whale, another one, another stingray, and some dolphins, and it's freaking awesome. I mean, you can see him from above as well, but you can't see him as well. Oh, I thought that was a turtle. Nope, just another dolphin. Cool. So I'm very happy with this, and I hope you are as well. And we're going to leave it there. So until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.